So let's review this file really quickly. This is a little bit different for adjusting slots because the slots are at a slight angle. I wanted to provide one file so that if you do need to adjust slots, it's a little bit easier for you. When we click on these slots over to the side, you'll see that it's at a 0 degree and a 90-degree angle. That way you can easily adjust to the slot size you need. And then we're going to place it over where these blue tabs or blue slots are located. So we're going to select this and say we've determined that our material is best at 0.117 inches. I'm going to go ahead and change this to 0.117 and hit enter. And then I can do the same thing down here. I'm going to select it. And for the height, I need it to be 0.117 and hit enter. We would change our slots and our tabs as well. So we'd select the right side of the reference point. That way it's locked on the right side and it moves out. So I'm going to change this to 0.117. We'll do the same thing over here, but it's going to lock on this side and hit 0.117. And then we'll do the same thing for one of the chairs. We won't do both the chairs, but select it. Move your reference point, 117, and then once again, select it, move your reference point, 0.117. So now what we do, now that we have changed the slots here and we've changed our tabs, now we need to line up our slots with these slots right here. So I'm going to grab them and line them up. And then do the same. I'm going to grab them and I'm going to move them over and I'm going to rotate them. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'll show you why in just a sec. We're going to line them up the best we can. And now what we want to do is we want to delete our blue. So select those blue and delete those. And now we're going to make well, let's group it. And we're going to make a copy. So I'm going to do Command C, Command V to make a copy. And then I'm going to reflect this so that it's the opposite of this other chair. So in Illustrator, the way I do that is I right click and I go to transform and I reflect and I make sure that I have the vertical selected and I hit OK. And now I can rotate this around and my file is set up and ready to be cut. Okay, so hopefully that helps with adjusting this file.